Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this look for you guys, and it is going to be a voiceover, so yeah, let's get to the video. Okay, so starting out, I am priming my eyelids with some concealer, and I am using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair, and all I am doing is patting this out with a brush, and I do believe this is an e.l.f. brush, and yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing. Okay, so as you can tell, I am still blending out the concealer that is on my eye just to ensure that it is well blended and that there are no creases for whenever we get our eyeshadow to set our eyelids. So yeah. Okay, and as you can see, I am setting my eyes with a white colored eyeshadow from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette that I will be showing later on in the video. I'm just going to be using that to set down the concealer that I had laid down beforehand to ensure that there will not be any creasing throughout the process of blending your eyeshadow. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Beauty Killer palette and using the shade Courtney to apply to my crease. Now I am just popping that into the crease to give it a little definition for the other shades that we are going to be packing on. Now all I am doing is using windshield wiper motions and little circular motions to perfect my blend. Okay, so taking the pink shade from the Jeffree Star palette called Star Power, I'm going to be using that to further intensify my crease and just blending it in circular motions and patting motions to create a nicely blended eye. And what I'm going to be doing with this color is just taking a little bit at a time just to intensify the amount that I want. Okay, so taking the shade Violence from the palette, I'm going to be popping that in the inner corner. By the way, that was lightning that flashed on my eye. And like I was saying, I'm just going to be pushing that into the outer corner of my eye, and also bringing it up into the crease to create a beautiful gradient between the pink and the purple shades. Now what I am doing is taking a blending brush to blend out all the colors to have a seamless blend when the product is finished. So I'm using mostly circular motions, but I also go into windshield wiper motions just to ensure that the blend is really nice. Now I'm just taking a stiffer brush and I am picking up a little bit of the pink to blend out the rest of the edges just to make sure that it's really well blended. Okay, so using this concealer and this flat brush, I'm going to be cutting my crease. So as you can see, all I am doing is applying the concealer to my eye and looking up so that it will stamp where I need to create the crease. And that's all I'm going to be doing for this cut crease. I'm not speeding it up or anything, just so you guys can see what I am doing. But just a heads up, I did do the other eye off of camera. Okay, my love, so now we're taking this white shade from the Jeffree Star palette, and we are going to be using that to set the cut crease, just to ensure that there's no creases for the lid color that we will be using later on in the video. Now taking the shade called Princess from the palette, I'm going to be applying a generous amount of this to my eyelid. And I say generous because I was having a lot of trouble with the color actually showing up on my lid. And you can see that later on in the video when the other eye is complete, because as you can tell, the left eye is a little bit more pigmented than the right eye. I have no idea why. I was just having so much trouble getting this color to transfer on my eyelid. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking the same brush we used to blend out earlier to blend out the harsh edges between the lid color and the outer corner colors, just to make sure it has a seamless gradient and blend. Here's a little clip of me telling you guys I'm doing my eye off camera. Now I'm going to be taking the NYX liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to be putting a line on the top of my eyelashes just to hide the lash band from the lashes we are going to be using later on in the video. Okay, my loves, now I'm taking these two primers. One is from L'Oreal and the other one is from Milani. And all I'm going to be doing is priming my face with the both of these. The matte one used more so in my T-zone, and the Milani one I'm going to be using more on the outside of my face. Now taking my WetnWild foundation in the shade Buff Bisque, I'm going to be using the spatula that comes with it to apply this all over my face, just to cover all of the blemishes and redness that I do have. And I'm also going to be blending it out with a Real Technique sponge. Also, guys, if you see me looking over to the side, that's me looking at my boyfriend, because he was in the background talking to me about a show we were watching together. So what I'm doing now is taking a flat brush so that I can put the foundation around my brows without messing them up. And then what I'm going to be doing is blending out the rest of the foundation with the Real Technique sponge. Now taking the Maybeline Master Conceal Concealer, I'm going to be using this for more coverage under my eyes, because I do have dark circles due to the lack of sleep because, like I said in some of my previous videos, I do not sleep at night. I have no idea why. But yeah, that's all I'm using that for. And also for my T-zone to give it a little bit more brightness. Now what I'm doing is taking my Rimmel Match powder and I'm going to be setting under my eyes, but I do blend out the creases first and then I do go in with the powder. I am also going to be using this powder to set my face because I love how the powder is so finely molded and it keeps my face matte all day long and it does not get cakey whatsoever. Okay, so taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to be using it to dust off all the powder from my face and also touching it to make sure there is no wet spots, and doing this will create a more or less cakey effect throughout the day. So taking my WetnWild contour palette, I'm going to be using that brown shade right there just to bronze up and contour my cheeks a little bit. And I really do love this powder because it is so buttery and so blendable. And I don't know, it just makes my skin look so good and it blends like a dream. I do really recommend this product. So for my nose, I was a little bit iffy about including this clip into my video because I was a little embarrassed on how the contour did come out, because it did come out a little harsh, but I did insert a little bit of clips to how I fixed it. It's not a lot, but I did fix it. So as you can tell, I am blending my nose to filth right here. I just kept blending and blending and it did not want to blend. I don't know if I set my nose a little bit too much and it was too dry for it, or I don't know what had happened, or the powder was a little too dark because I usually do contour my nose with a cool tone type of bronzer. But I just blended it out with the brush and then I used the Coty Airspun powder to, I feel like that one helped my nose contour come out a little bit more perfect because it does have like a lot of pigmentation to the powder. And yeah, that's what I pretty much did to fix my nose contour. I know it's not a lot, but I think it was fixed in the end. Okay, now taking my Physicians Formula Butter Blush, I'm going to be applying this to my cheeks. And as you can tell in the video, my right cheek, or my left cheek in the video, but in real life my right cheek, it did come out a little bit patchy, and that was my fault because I did apply a lot because this blush isn't pigmented. So it's like you have to grab a lot on your brush to make sure that you actually see something, and I think I got a little bit carried away with it and that's why it looks a little bit blotchy. But I did go over my cheeks with my powder brush and it came out perfectly in the end. I'm talking a whole lot, but this is a clip of me using the Airspun powder for my nose to calm down the contour. But I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. I had a lot of fun filming it. It may not look like it, but I was, because I do love makeup, obviously. But yeah. So now taking the pink and purple shade from the Jeffree Star palette, I'm going to be putting that on my lower lash line just to give the look, finish the look and give it a like a blown out effect. And I'm just blending that. So now I'm going to be setting my face with the Maybelline Master Fix spray. And after this, I'm going to be applying my highlight, and I did not show the highlight in the video, but I did use the Nomad Cosmetics highlighter in Midnight Sun. And once again, guys, like I said before, if I do not include a clip of the product, I will always link everything I use down below or list it no matter what. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be taking these two liquid lipsticks from WetnWild, and I will be putting their shade names down below because I cannot read it on the screen at the moment. And I'm just going to be laying down the purple color first, just as a base for the pink to pop out a little bit more. And for the middle of my lips, I'm using the pink shade, and I'm going to be applying that to the middle, and then later on I'm going to be tapping it out with my finger. And I would tell you which finger I was using, but I really don't know which finger I used, to be honest. So yeah. Now I'm going to be setting my face one last time, and this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love y'all. See you in the next video.